It's California Edition. My name is Brad Pomerance. The roadshow continues. We are in Gilroy, California, the garlic capital of the world. But guess what? Santa Clara County is known for more than garlic, specifically Gilroy and the entire region. We are joined today by Mike Wasserman. He is the president of the Santa Clara County Board of Supervisors. Greg Richtarek, he is the president of the Wineries of the Santa Clara Valley. Yes, there is wine in Santa Clara. What is the history, Greg, of the wine in this valley?
You know, it's really a very rich history. We all remember the gold rush, right?
Yes.
That brought a lot of Europeans into the Bay Area, and many of them thought they were going to get rich panning gold.
No.
Of course, they did not.
Right.
So they actually went and relied on their core competencies, which is farming.
And so over the last century or so, the Santa Clara Valley has been growing grapes, but yet has not received the attention that some think the region deserves.
Well, that's why we're here. You know, they planted premium varieties back in 1852.
Wow.
And was a very, very rich, strong, growing region during that time. And post-war, other regions came into play, and some were richer than others.
Right.
And you know what marketing does.
No doubt.
So, you know, things grew, and we kind of became forgotten.
Yeah, well, we're not forgotten anymore.
Right.
There's no doubt about that. Thanks to the president of the Board of Supervisors of Santa Clara, Mike Wasserman, who's with us. Just recently, what is this called? It's an area? How do you define a wine trail?
I consider it a wine region.
Got it.
South County in Santa Clara County is the cities of Morgan Hill, Gilroy, and San Martin in between. And what this wine trail sign is along a 28-mile circuitous route in South County that has 24 wineries on it. And these wineries, Brad, are award-winning, internationally recognized award-winning wineries.
As an example, Guglielmo.
Two good examples, right?
Who works for Guglielmo on this stage?
Well, I do.
Exactly. Tell us about Guglielmo, and I'm glad actually you're here because Guglielmo in a lot of ways is an example of the rich history of this region.
Northern Italian immigrant Emilio Guglielmo founded the winery in 1925. And next year we're going to be celebrating our 90th year in the production of premium wines. Third generation family owned winery.
So why was it important to you, Supervisor, to highlight the region in such a way that we now have signs throughout South County? I mean, I just drove in recently and I saw those signs. I mean, there's no doubt that you are serious about this promotion.
We are, Brad, and a little less than 2 years ago, Greg and Dr. Hatakeyama came to my office and said they've had this idea, this dream they've been working on for several years, but weren't able to make it happen. And they came to me as the county supervisor for this district and said, how can we work together? And we got the Santa Clara Valley Wine Association, roads, the two cities, Morgan Hill and Gilroy, got them all at the table together. We all agreed that there's a beautiful, wonderful asset here, agritourism, family farming, family wineries that needs to be recognized, needs to be acknowledged. Got together and came up with this route, with the signs, the members on board. We had wonderful media coverage at the grand opening.
Sure.
And every single week now I hear about people who said, hey, we went south. We went to South County, Santa Clara County. And I said, why was that? And they said, well, instead of driving hours up to Napa and spending $25 on a wine tasting, we drove a few minutes down to South County, Morgan Hill, San Martin, or Gilroy, experienced internationally award-winning wines, and we're home at night.
And the county is known for what types of varieties? Reds, whites, what types of reds, if reds is the specialty?
Yeah, predominantly reds. Your Cabernet, Sauvignon, Merlot, your Rhones like Syrah, Petite Syrah, Grenache. A few whites. The white wines tend to be more your Rhone style whites, which would be Marsanne, Roussanne, things like that.
So what do you hope that this trail does for Santa Clara County, Supervisor?
Sure.
I gotta think that, look, this area is known for Gilroy garlic, and it's a great brand, but there is so much more, like both of you have said.
Absolutely, and Brad, it's going to bring a number of benefits. Number one, raising awareness of South County will bring in more people to come. That'll produce tax revenue, that'll help increase jobs, that'll help increase property values, all of those things. The tax revenues that are generated by the increased sales will come back to the community in the way of services. And as a Santa Clara County Supervisor, I'm interested in providing as many services as we can to people.
And I have to think having the Gilroy Premium Outlets right next door to where we are today, that is another huge driver. I mean, so you have wine, you have garlic, you have the outlet malls, you have the amusement park for the young folk in this area. There's just a lot to do here. There's really a lot to do. I mean, who knew and how did this happen?
Well, I think prior to the wine trail being unveiled, the wine trail becoming a reality, a lot of people knew about those 3 other areas,
Right.
but didn't know all the hidden secrets. Guglielmo Winery is a significant operation, pretty visible, pretty well known. One of the reasons is they're such a community benefactor, if you will. They're very, very, very generous. The Guglielmo brothers, very generous and participatory in many nonprofit organizations. There's large organizations and there's small. And this wine trail makes all of them visible. But what's happening now is people in Santa Clara County drive a few miles, enjoy, go home. And I must put in that interspaced between these signs are drive carefully.
Of course.
Right.
Okay?
Thanks to.
We have those signs.
The Wineries of Santa Clara Valley, right.
But I know that you're looking to target folks in staying home and going to the wineries of the Santa Clara Valley. But what about folks from throughout the state? I mean, I hail from Southern California. Many of my contemporaries will drive to Paso Robles, will fly to Napa. You want them flying to San Jose. So what's the next step? So keep it home, but then how do you get the rest of the state to take the trip?
There's an airport in San Martin. Cordoval golf course is here. There are hotels here. I'd suggest anyone fly in, depending on the size of their plane, San Martin Airport or San Jose Airport.
San Jose Airport's terrific.
San Jose Airport's 30
easy.
minutes away,
Easy,
and
easy.
you're here,
Right.
staying at Cordoval. Cordoval will be hosting the U.S. Women's Golf Open.
Nice.
That's coming. A lot of people will be coming from all over the country, all over the world here. And when they're here, they're going to see those wine trail signs,
Right.
and they're going to say, wow, this is a great place. Maybe we should buy a second home here, a vacation home here. Maybe we should plan on coming to South County once a year to experience these fabulous wines.
What about the charming inns that are the bailiwick of other wine areas, I guess you could say? Is that the next step in the progression in the development of the valley?
There are a lot of historical homes, on both sides of the valley that entrepreneurs are now looking at in terms of developing into such a kind of a business, a bed and breakfast,
Right.
event center, and just reviving a lot of these historical buildings.
How does it feel for both of you to see your vision come to fruition? I mean, it's not easy to have a vision, and it happened pretty darn quickly. I mean, it's like, what did you say, last year they came to you and bam, the signs are up.
It happened quickly for me.
Not for them,
Okay,
right.
prior to meeting
Right.
them. They were battling, they were fighting for a while. We had Caltrans, we had the state, we had the cities of Morgan Hill and Gilroy, we had the counties, we had a number of different issues. But we collaborated together, got everyone, like I said, at the table. We got it done, did the unveiling, and the community here, as well as the community abroad, are all benefiting, and it will increase and grow weekly.
So it's a county initiative, but like you said, you have 2 cities in this area. Did they jump on board? I mean, I would hope, but you never know.
Absolutely. They were 100% supportive.
Yep.
So when we meet in 5 years, what do you hope to see from the Santa Clara Wine Trail? What's the vision? What's the hope?
I hope to see increased sales at all of the wineries. I hope to see increased occupancy at the hotels. I hope to see increased home values and more demand.
And I just want to
It's-
thank you both for being
good.
here, and congratulations. I can't wait to walk the wine trail, drive the wine trail myself. We've been speaking with Mike Wasserman. He is the president of the Santa Clara County Board of Supervisors. Greg Richtarek, president of Wineries of the Santa Clara Valley. The website is
SantaClaraWines.com.
easy. I'm Brad Pomerance. It's California edition.